Anyway, so and stream ended 25 seconds ago. Okay. And we're going to start again. So we're going to watch that later. And we are going to continue on live chat. I'm going to put welcome.
Oh, 10.2? Ha!
Yeah.
Is it 10 or 9?
I have to fix it in the background. But yeah.
Okay.
Stream ended. Watch replay. Okay. So, go to channel.
I'm there.
We had a little bit of a hiccup.
Sorry.
But that's part of figuring all this out, is make sure it's going in the direction that we want. So we'll probably end up just splicing this together and making a good video out of it.
So we were talking about the 5 love languages, and you were talking about how that's part of really taking the time to communicate and get to know your partner.
Right.
Yeah. But so many people don't do that. They make assumptions in relationships. And something, about what our parents used to say about assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Yes.
I had
Yes.
a teacher say that in 9th grade when I was in Columbus, Ohio, going to West High. And she wrote it on the board. I'll never forget it. She wrote, and she was proud of that too. And she put the lines between it so we can see it. I think I heard it before before she said it then, because when she said it and turned around to the class, now that I remember it, woo boy, I'm telling you, the stuff that you can see now, if you're able to think back and kind of put whatever spin you want to put on it, and it doesn't have to be a negative spin, but just look through the lens of knowledge that you have today and look back. And she was just proud of that. Look, you guys are asses if you assume, basically what she was saying.
Yeah.
And it's right. You're right. Don't assume, and just do your research. It's going to be.
And talk and find out.
Yeah.
It's easy. I mean, watch how your partner shows you love. That's their love language.
Watch. Yeah. And, watch what they touch. I learned that.
Right.
Woman will tell you what she wants, fellas. If
you're
walking through the store and you see her touch something and she says, "Oh, I love this," and she,
this is so soft. It's a nugget. Go back and get it later. Yes. So, books, wheels, health, food, and travel. So I know I brought up that other book, but that was no. I'm sorry. We're back here.
Yeah. You can throw it in there.
I'm gonna get my life together.
But you already said Valentine's Day book. You already mentioned the book.
I know, but I still had another book. It's called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've read it. And they have a little quiz in the back. So you can actually, it's 25, 30 questions. And based on where you score, it can tell you what your dominant and then your submissive love language is. So if your partner takes that too, then you guys can figure out, how you want to communicate love. Because love is a choice. It's a verb. It's an action. It's I care about you and I want to show you that you have value to me. So do's and don'ts. Valentine's Day's do's and don'ts. What else?
Do's and don'ts. We already talked about cooking. We already talked about massage. Gotta get the massage and gifts.
Love language.
But from a guy standpoint, we already talked about cooking. We like you can give us tools. You can give us something to fix. Yeah. Give me something to fix the house on Valentine's Day and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah. The house gonna be fixed. Because again, when you get something for a guy, and
that just seems so practical to me. I think in my female mind, that's too practical.
It's long term. You gonna be around to fix his house? Baby, I don't need that.
No, it's no. Know what it is? No, or it could be manipulation. I'm trying to make sure you stick around to fit this house. I don't know.
Either way it goes, you're gonna find out.
That's true.
I don't need no tool set for this house. I'm not gonna be here that long.
I have a tool house.
That's right.
Somewhere else.
Better call somebody.
Yeah, but that's too practical for me. I don't know. But so, any other do's and don'ts?
5 languages of love.
5 love languages. Gary Chapman.
Okay.
You making notes? Or are you gonna look for it?
Well,
on Amazon right now.
Well, I'm gonna put it under the.
Oh, nice. 5 love languages. Yes.
Yeah. So no.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I think we hit it. Drinks, alcohol, going out. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing is, and hopefully she ain't watching this. Yeah, actually on Saturday we're going to extend it to Saturday, and Saturday we're going to take off and go out. Possibly, depending on how early we can get out, is just go out to our favorite spot, which is the beach.
Really?
We can just go out there to Laguna
Yes.
Beach, sit on the beach with something warm and some jackets on a towel at night, listen to that ocean, eating potato chips and drinking champagne,
That's nice.
and we'll be good. You know,
because it's about the company.
it's about the company. But obviously we're going to eat. We got a couple spots down there we like to go eat, and then we got friends down there that play in bands and stuff. I mean, Mozambique,
We haven't
shout
been
out.
in a while. We need to make
yeah,
road
yeah.
trip coming on.
Yeah, the Sandpiper down there, and shout out to World Anthem Band. All the guys in the band.
We need to make a trip
because it doesn't like being out there, man. I'm just telling you, you got
It's
your
beautiful.
spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be cold. That's the only thing about it. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be colder here than it is at the beach.
It is, but I'm not outside here or at the beach. So
yeah. And but it's like I said, it's gonna be good.
Y'all can have a blanket, have something warm to sip on. Hey, and cuddle.
Yeah,
cuddle, snuggle.
Yeah. No baby, love our baby to death, but we
not then.
Man, we get to finally do our thing outside of being parents. We get to go back to
it's
the
important.
reason, man,
because that's her foundation, right?
How is what?
That's her foundation.
What for what?
If you guys don't have a solid relationship, you're her foundation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
That's 100.
A pastor gave this marriage advice: whatever you did to get that man or that woman to marry you,
keep doing it.
There you go. But people don't do it. They get lazy and complacent.
That's why they say keep it day one.
People get lazy and complacent. They start taking people for granted.
It ain't easy.
No, it's not.
Sacrificial.
Yes. And that's how I know when I really, really care about somebody that I value their wants and their needs in the same realm of my own.
Automatic.
No, it's not automatic. I'm naturally a selfish person. I have to choose to work at it, but I want to.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Right. I'm naturally
But
selfish.
I'm saying, you fix yourself something to eat, you ain't gonna just fix it for you.
Right.
Okay.
No, I'm talking beyond that though.
Okay.
I'm talking about when I start thinking about what do I want to do this summer. It's not I want to do this. It's hey, what do you want to do this summer? What kind of plans can we make? As opposed to I'm just doing this is what I'm doing. Oh, you can come along if you want, like a second thought, right?
You get to do that in relationships? I didn't know that. I didn't know you get to choose. That's not what I was told.
You get no choice. Do as I say.
This is what's on the list, and this is what needs to be done. Make sure it's done.
And check it off as you go, so you don't forget anything.
Right. I didn't get all that done. Give me your knuckles. Crack.
You can wrap your knuckles with them tools.
Right. Give me that hammer.
So
bust them up.
Black History Month. Pros and cons. This is gonna be deep. All right.
Could be.
Pro. I think that some of the young ones coming up don't have a strong sense of their positive connection to their Black identity. And this gives them that opportunity to see that they come from lineage of greatness.
And that they don't have to follow along with whatever the trend is to say, you know what, this is what is current, this is what is new, this is who I am.
This is what's Black
you
today.
You could actually delve deeper into it and see what's going on. And then I see a lot of stuff online that, counteracts, the movement as we put positive things out there to just say shop Black, happy Black History Month, proud to be Black. Then you get all the counter.
I'm Black and I'm proud.
You get all the counter protesters in there.
Black lives matter, blue lives matter, all lives matter. That ain't
this
the
race
point.
was a slave, and the Jews were slaves, and the Irish were slaves, and everybody was slaves. So they should get over it. And
that's one of the most hurtful things I think you can say.
Yeah, that's one of the negatives.
That's like if you punch somebody in the face. Well, I done said I'm sorry. Now get over it.
Yeah, you want another one?
I'm gonna give you a black eye to match that other one.
And that was an interview that somebody did, and they were getting mad. I forget who that interview was. Was it Tracy Morgan or somebody did an interview where they sat down at a table? D.L. Hughley or somebody sit down with a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, and older gentleman, white gentleman, and gentleman, and yeah, we're just basically talking to him about how he felt white privilege was okay, in that, you know, the comments that he was making was, you know, well, we gave you guys freedom. What else do you want? Yeah, right. We let you guys be free.
We let.
Yeah.
And that's the attitude right there. That's the problem.
And you can't even acknowledge or respond to that, because typically what happens is the response is just to smack the shit out of somebody.
and then you go to jail.
And then they see what I'm talking about, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, so anyway, not to get too much into the ugly side of it, but it's real because you have to. You know, the other side of it is, other negative is that it's Black History Month, and you know, that the people just, with the new administrations in there, it's, the racism is still rampant, when people just need to understand that it's really, honestly, a class issue, because up above the $100 million range, when it gets into the $1 billion range, those people don't care about poor white people, just like they don't care about poor black
right
people.
They don't care about poor people, period, regardless of race.
They get to poke at fun and say, wait a minute, if I poke this, then I can get a response out of it, like your boy over the French dude, the French billionaire over at Gucci. He gonna, you know, poke around and have that mask. Did you see the mask? The black face mask? He got a ski mask.
Comes up with the red lips. Yes.
And you have to be at the top. You have to put it this way. If that mask was red, black, and green and said Black Pride on it, I bet him from the top would have been like, nope, we ain't doing that.
Right.
But because it was what it was, he was just like, it'd be funny. It'd be good for ratings. Can't hurt. He's bored. He's got so much money, he's bored. He owns with the Kering Group. And I learned that Kering is the word home. And I'm not getting off subject in Black history in this, because it does all go back to around with the Kering Group, this French group that owns Puma. They own Gucci. They own Volcom.
I won't buy their stock.
Volcom.
Buy their
they
stock.
They own Yves Saint Laurent. So he owns this and a few other brands and stuff like that. And the message is that, and I think we posted it on our website. You can get some information more information on our website about it to the viewers. But he won an award in 2015 for humanitarian effort toward women and minorities. So you get this award.
Real, y'all.
You get this award in 2015.
And here we are,
helping
3 years
minorities
later.
and women. Yeah, it's all a facade. So you have to look at who gave the award. Even in 2018, he won the Forbes, not Forbes. I get this right. It was Fortune magazine, and he won an award from them. So all these people were in cahoots. This isn't something that just came out like, what was he thinking? Because, you know, nobody up in the top said anything about it. That just came out with Gucci, and then you got dumbasses like Floyd Mayweather, going to the Gucci store to buy a Gucci store just because he wants the attention. It's attention hogs. It's like, dog, if you're gonna buy Gucci, go buy your Gucci. If you don't support the fact that what he did,
go buy Louis Vuitton.
Well, he can
Why
buy
you gotta go buy Gucci?
Go buy Louis. Honestly, you can buy Gucci if you want to buy Gucci. You know, I think just like Tommy Hilfiger.
But see, here's the issue. Dollars matter. If you take your dollars and put it into the pocket of someone that is willfully, openly disrespecting you, your people, and your race, you send a message that that's okay.
To everybody that's below you.
Everyone, you and everybody, period.
Not to the people that are above you.
You are sending that message to the people that are above you just as much.
How much money is this guy gonna lose if another black person never?
I'm not talking about what he loses.
You don't care?
I'm talking about principle right here.
Hey, principle.
I'm talking about
in the first place if he had principle.
I'm talking about Mayweather. Mayweather out there buying the Gucci, he is sending the message that it's okay for you to disrespect my people and my culture.
You gotta watch he even said on the video that he's wealthy, he's not rich, he can spend his money any way he wants, which is obviously all true. any way you want. But you have to go out deliberately and spend money against something that is basically, a movement against
That's self.
suppressing people.
I think that's a. I
What are
think
you really
that's.
saying?
I think that is
What you saying, dog?
self-hate manifesting
Man, that's
itself.
crazy. It's too much money. You get all that money and you get blind and
We
drunk.
talked about that before. We talked
Kanye.
about not having people in your ear who keep you grounded. We talked about that
Yeah.
just last week
Yeah.
with Ariana Grande.
Yeah. You get that money and you got people around you that's boosting you up, so you just want to go out and he's like, he's
do
high.
it, do it, do it, do it.
Oh, we just spent $200,000 or $300,000 in there. Okay, well that's cool. Wait till after the scandal, or buy it online, or have somebody else go get it if you really like Gucci product. But just know, like you said, you supporting that kind of activity when this guy sees the fact. See, they don't care. It's like Tommy Hilfiger went on Oprah and said, if I knew niggas was gonna buy my shit, then I wouldn't even have made it. Oprah was like, you need to get the hell up off my show.
But see, that's principle right there. Oprah said, get the hell up off my show. She took principle in her hand. Whether it was going to affect him or the other billionaires, the top 1%, wasn't the point. It was the principle. If you don't stand for principles,
Then you fall for
you have
everything.
no point to ever complain later.
That's right.
Ever.
Well,
you've lost your right to complain.
I put Mayweather on the boat with Kanye. So sell them off.
Black card. Can we light? We need a little thing where we can light people's black cards on fire. Shh.
Ashtray right here. How they
yes.
name right here? Light it up.
Here's your black card.
Black card. Black card police.
I think I have the right.
Juneteenth. Black History Parade. Black History Parade's coming.
Juneteenth.
Actually, well, Black History is what we're talking about. So not to be negative on all the cons, but I think there's gonna be they have a parade in LA every year, and I should know the date. So I'll put that below too, as far as the date when they have the Pasadena Black History Parade. Actually, I think it's this weekend on the 16th.
Really?
I need to find that out. Yeah, because we'll be out that way. I might be able to pop through and get me some Black Eyed Peas, because I ain't had Black Eyed Peas in a long time.
Oh, speak on it. Speak on it.
Black Eyed Peas, some fried chicken, some cornbread, some greens. What else? The one that mac and cheese. Got to throw that in there.
Some yams that are candy, sweet candy yams.
Pasadena. Pasadena. Yep, Pasadena History Parade. There it is. 2019 Pasadena History Parade. As soon as it comes up, yeah, it's going to be Saturday at 10 a.m.
Nice.
Yep.
Make a day out of it.
2019. Yeah, well, the sitter don't get here till late, so we got to do what we got to do. I know.
That's all right.
Tis what it is, oh boy. Yeah, so.
I'm yawning.
Oh, that's okay.
What's the craziness?
I know you need a sip. I know what you need.
Maybe that's why I'm yawning.
Kicker.
So, want to hit our 5 topics?
Well, yeah, that's it for the. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we go ahead.
So, books, wheels, health, food, and travel. I am books, health, and travel. All right, books. I know I mentioned another book, but that happened to go in that segment. This is something different. So I am reading E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Now, this book is recommended for anyone who has or wants to start a small business. So the E-Myth is the entrepreneurial myth. And so he's basically dispelling some of the notions about why businesses don't make the 2-year anniversary, why even if they make the 2-year, a lot of them don't make the 5-year anniversary, what's going on in the state of businesses that they aren't able to be successful and thrive. And not spoiler alert, but some of the things he talks about is that there's growth stages in business. And if you haven't, he talks about the infancy stage, he talks about the teenage stage or adolescent stage, and he talks about the mature stage. And so if from infancy you don't have a mature plan, you find yourself being caught up and overwhelmed and not able to transition through those stages. And usually that's because when people say, I have a business, they're not recognizing that the I is actually 3 people in one. There's the technician who has to do the technical work of making it work. There's the manager who has to manage the boss type of jobs.
There's an overseer that has to lead it.
the entrepreneur who has
sure.
the vision
Mhm,
for where the business should go.
mhm.
And at times, these three different personalities are at war to get all these tasks done that
Oh, yeah.
make the business successful.
Mhm.
And if you don't have a plan to how to deal with those three separate, distinctive personalities for the business, you fail in the infancy stage, because usually you're not failing because you don't have business. You're failing because you do have business. It's a success, and you haven't put a plan into place
Right.
to take you through those stages. So I highly recommend it. I am in the process of reading it. I've gone through just what I've shared already. I recommend it.
Yeah, and even with the plan, you're still gonna have the lefties,
Mm-hmm.
the right sideys, you know. Um, the things that are gonna come, the unfortunate passings in your family, the
Mm-hmm.
the new laws that come up, the fact government shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have all these things. So you're right. Plan, and it goes with the old saying, the proverb: if you don't have a plan, then you
You
plan to
plan to
fail.
fail.
Mhm.
Yes. And there's a quote in there that he shares from the founder and owner of IBM, where I'm paraphrasing, is that he was sharing that from the very beginning and concept of his business, he determined what kind of business he wanted, what was his plan, how did that business need to act, and they made every decision every day based upon the long-term growth of the business they wanted to be, even though they were in the infancy stage. So it's having that vision and being sure that every day you're behaving and making decisions that that long-term business, that growth supports those. It can stand on those decisions you're making
Oh yeah,
today.
for sure.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really inspired.
Oh, okay. Well, sounds like it. Sounds like you
Yeah.
read the book. Sounds like you helped him write the book. Mhm.
No, but that's the one thing about those titles that really gets you engrossed.
If
You're like, oh my
Yes,
God, this is
yes,
so good. I
yes,
can't wait to
yeah.
get to my next section. Yeah, and I actually just got it delivered on Sunday.
Mhm,
So I've only been reading it a few days,
mhm.
and I'm really getting a lot from it. So I highly recommend, if you have a business, you want to start a business, check that book out.
Yeah, my dad says, he chimed in here, says, "Yet a lost generation has emerged." And I think
Mm,
that's a very true statement, in that, what I see with millennials and stuff, there's a whole new culture that they have that we're not even privy to. Me
mm,
being a techie, and have always been a techie, interested in engineering, and more specifically, a merge between mechanical and software engineering. There are no blacks. There's not enough
mm,
diversity in there for us to basically say what you're talking about. I started this tech company, and this
mm,
is how it's all fresh. It's all fairly new.
mm.
I know in where is it at? Is it in my goodness, Illinois? There is the richest black owned tech,
Yes,
basically. It's in
yes,
Illinois.
yes. I think I did read an article about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we have that on our
Yes.
side as well. And so, using those, kind of scenarios in order to figure out how he made it, and how we go forward to
Mm-hmm.
make subsequent businesses after
Mm-hmm.
that,
Mm-hmm.
is key. And I believe I saw also on the net that on PBS this Friday, maybe Saturday and Sunday, they're going to be broadcasting
Mm,
his story. So again, under
mm,
this video, we'll put all that information out there for people that are in
mm.
business. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
us say we're in business, and I don't try to hate, as again, a person in tech, with a background in graphic design. There are people out there making way more money, than I'll ever make. Not
Don't
to
say that.
well, hold on. Not to say that I can't make any money, but I don't want the $1 billion problem. I'll tell you that straight up. I don't want
Mm.
the $1 billion problem. I want to be the comfortable millionaire problem. Anywhere in there, you can give me the one, or you can give me a 99. I'll be. But once you get up into the billionaire problem, I think, from what I see, um, don't know any billionaires, but from my mind's eye, it looks like you have so much money, in that when you do have $100,000 in your pocket, right? And I'm going to make a point with all this, like your boy today. Um, what's his rap name? I got it on my Facebook page. when his cat was on his Instagram, and they do the thing where they take the money. Here you go, right there. Rich kid was showing his money off on Instagram. Taking his money. Somebody came up and boop, bopped him upside that head, took all that cash.
Oh.
Robbed him.
Okay, but see, no one told you just because you're a billionaire, don't act like a fool. That's common sense. People steal people $300 pair of shoes. Of course, they're gonna send you $300,000.
The money gets you crazy. I'm one of those where the money will get me crazy. Straight up,
the money will not get me crazy.
Get me crazy.
I'm gonna live a nice
but
little
I believe that I can maintain up to $99 million. But $99 million in one, I'm going berserk.
I won't. I'm not gonna lose my mind
because they got my car coming out now, and again, this is going off to the left a little bit, but your car's the Tesla, mine's the Maserati.
Yeah,
2020, I believe.
This takes us in the wheels. Woohoo!
They're gonna be having a electric version of the Maserati, and it's gonna go from
this is when?
2021, I believe.
Okay, so a couple years.
And it's going to go from 0 to 60 in 2.6. So it's Tesla. But it's a Mazo.
Oh, well, go on.
It's a Mazo.
Go on now. I'll be rolling in my Tesla. Thank you, Elon.
That's right. So yeah, we're going to get our money. We're going to figure all this out. I'm not trying to hate on all this. We're going to get our money. And I'm saying, I know y'all looking and saying, wait a minute now. They're just starting out. But,
Speaking of my Tesla, how far?
We're starting out.
178 days.
Oh, okay.
Getting there, less than 6 months.
We got to have like an unveiling or something.
Yes, we will.
Do a live show in the car.
What we need to do is go down for a test drive. We need to go for
I'll be talking, nobody driving. We go to LA. What y'all doing? Oh, that's right, beep. So what I was saying was drive itself.
Health. Okay, now this was the measles outbreak. Okay, so in case you didn't know, there's a measles outbreak. So in 2018, 82,596 people in 47 different countries were tested and found to have confirmed cases of measles. All right. Just this year of 2019, reported on February 1st, there had been 300 new cases in the U.S. 200 of those cases were in New York alone. So Fortune magazine online is reporting a high demand for measles vaccine. Decide how you want to invest your money.
Measles is
preventable.
It's preventable, right? But I understand that it's also, I mean, if you get measles and you don't prevent yourself from getting it, then it is a serious offense because you can go blind or deaf from measles. Is that correct?
And from what I understand, it might prohibit you from having children later.
Measlets. Oh, we talked
you
about
won't have no
control,
huh?
But,
yeah,
go.
But
measlet condoms.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's in the measles, mumps, and rubella shot. There was an article that I was reading not that long ago, and they were talking about the innate fear that some Blacks have towards doctors and things of that nature. Oh, it was on NPR the other day. This innate distrust that Black people have of the medical system, doctors, and things like that. And it goes back to the Tuskegee experiments regarding the syphilis.
Duh.
Yes.
And even further than that, go back to the smallpox blankets that the Indians was given when the Columbuses first arrived here.
Yeah. Yeah. But
it's the same thing.
Right. But that wasn't us, so to speak.
Well, okay, but
yeah,
same.
Yeah. Same principle, same evil.
Okay.
Same evil.
Okay.
And but I vaccinated my kids. I couldn't imagine not giving my kid a vaccine.
You kind of have to, but I believe like this. I believe also that they say if it's a necessity, right, to keep the community healthy, then like fluoride, they just put it in toothpaste. They just put the vaccine in milk. They just put the vaccine in apple juice, stuff the kids eat. Right. And that's going back to the innate portion of the conversation, in that no, we can't trust anything because a couple months ago, maybe last year, whenever it was, a couple months, there you go, whatever, that one of those vaccines was an oopsie, where they gave the vaccine, and like Ford is recalling all these trucks now, the vaccine should have been recalled because we had a mix up in the chemical compound of it, or it was we gave you all the wrong stuff. Oops. I'm just like, that's foul. So that's a reason to be reserved with it. My kids all, got the shots. You have to, in order for your kids to go, the yellow slip that you open up to get all
immunization card.
You have
Yeah,
to.
but there are a lot of parents who are not vaccinating their children
Until their head go like a big old bump right here, and then when I start drooping, they like, "Can you fix he?" It's like, no, we can't fix he. You should have been. Did you give him the shots? We thought we shouldn't give him the shots. No, but I don't like the fact that so many shots. Like when the baby was born, when my babies were born, you got like 4 shots, 5 shots right when you're born.
Your vitamin K
like,
and
get them in there.
Like and then they start.
What about the people all in the bush? They want to make it look like the people in the bush are all unhealthy. They want to make it like the people in the bush are not of the Western world, so they're all bad and they all have AIDS. No, you guys gave them AIDS. They were all clean, and you did that to them. Just like the dude that was over there last year, that was over there on vacation, and he went over to this colony when they told him, when the boat dropped him off, you shouldn't be going out here.
Yes, and they killed him.
He got one of them blow darts in his neck. And they want to complain about, well, they don't be they don't trust anybody for good reasons.
Yeah.
Like, look, there are people in this world and on this planet that are living without this society. Healthy, good, happy.
Leave them alone. Because the Indians didn't have smallpox until white man showed up. I'm just saying.
It's a nugget.
They showed up with a lot of diseases that had not been on the North American plains at all. And then they showed up and they started dying.
That whooping mouth cough. Just bringing stuff. God damn, dude. We over here just chilling. You know what I mean?
Now we being killing.
Now we cold.
We did.
Man, that's foul. So it is what it is.
Yeah. You food.
And don't. I like food.
No, it's your topic.
Okay. I thought she was like, damn, hamburger. Your stomach, hamburger. I actually made sushi for the wife last week.
What?
Yeah, I do that sushi thing.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody watching, listening, if you want to cook good sushi, the most important thing to have. Let me hear your guess. It's kind of a loaded question because it's gonna be wrong, but let me hear your guess. But you might get
the right seaweed wrapping paper.
Okay, so the most important thing is the knife.
Okay.
It has to be a sharp. Go ahead and spend $40-$50 and get you a sushi
and get a good one.
Because when you make this beautiful sushi after it's all sticky and you putting your stuff in and you rolling it up and
you want to cut it and you're like this.
You cut it and your little butter knife. Go through that joker. You ain't got sushi, you got squishy. Because it come out in square chunks like that, and it just kind of it does something to your brain, y'all. It's like I spent all that time making that right, and it's just beautiful and it's good.
It's ugly now.
Presentation.
Yeah.
Sushi is about presentation.
Most good meals are about presentation.
And I try to present. I understand about the plate ring. All right. There's a ring inside of a plate. If it's a flat plate and it doesn't have the divot in the plate,
where it drops down,
then there's usually a circle around your china, grandma's china, and all that. Keep the food inside that circle. If food or fingerprints get outside that circle, you wipe it off. And I learned that from a lot of shows, but I knew it
on the chef shows.
Yeah, I seen it back in my days. My grandmother had the china cabinet, and boy, who broke the china? Boy, I could tell you some stories. But the point of the matter is, you can see it now when you're being delivered food, and they're doing all the plates because they have to bring out all this food at the restaurant, and you see that thumbprint right there, and it's just like, whatever, no big deal. But you turn it around because you want it away because of these shows, things like that. So food, I would say sushi, and then I got a mean eggs Benedict that I'll share with y'all on a subsequent show. We'll figure it out. But yeah,
Eggs Benedict is good.
Yeah, I try to find something that's complicated, and then stick with the recipe once you get it there. Because now I can do it from scratch. In other words, if they call you, say we're giving $100,000 to some amateur cooks, but y'all got to come down now. You can't be formally trained.
Be in the car.
Got the front and the back tires squealing, and it's only 2-wheel drive.
Coming in on 2 wheels.
I got an ignorant. I got an ignorant sushi. I'm trying to learn the volcano because that's my favorite. But I got a California roll. I got the seaweed wraps. I got a mini volcano, whatever it is. I'm still learning on that one. But the eggs Benedict, yeah, it's dumb. Got to have orange juice and champagne with it.
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
Crunch.
That sounds nice.
That's right. That's what it do.
So our last topic is travel.
Okay.
So Forbes magazine published the article How to Travel in Luxury When You're on a Budget. And there's 7 steps or 7 things to keep in mind. 1, use hotel points and air miles because airline tickets, your flight is usually the most expensive things. Oh, so because flights are usually the most expensive thing, turn on flight alerts for the destinations you're considering. So it'll alert you when the rates have dropped. 3, compare rates on different sites. And I was just talking to a friend the other day. We were talking about how traveling agents have kind of gone the way of the wind because now you have Expedia.com, you have Travelocity,
unemployed people,
Priceline negotiators, right?
Yeah.
So compare rates on different sites. 4, Airbnb.
In trouble in the news right now.
Really?
In France. Yeah, finding them because what they're doing is they're putting stuff. They're having more. They're in trouble in France.
Okay, we're gonna look that up. Okay, that's 4.
Yep.
5. Check travel blogger sites for discounts because a lot of time places will, for promotion, they'll give discount codes to people who blog about travel. And so that encourages the person to build their customer base because they can say, hey, there's specials on here. And then the place they're advertising for gets business. So we'll use that as a sponsor promo.
Ding.
We will plug you.
That's
Ding.
Right. That's right.
Travel for longer or with more people to get steeper discounts.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Travel groups, travel packs?
Yeah.
There's a term they're coining from it.
I don't know.
Travel gang, something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a gang though.
Yeah, but what they're doing is they're
Black people in gangs.
They're putting a whole group of people together, and it's just one price, and everybody just kind of pitch in. Pay it that way because you get the discount in the larger group, and then where some people are short, then everybody else kind of makes up for it. Which kind of be sad if you like, man, I only got $1. It's like, ooh.
I don't know about all that. You can't sound like you can't go.
So you can't go. You missed this trip.
See you next time. Save up.
Give me that $1. I'll send you a card.
7. We're almost there. 7. Plan which part of the trip on which you want to splurge. So when you're doing your budget, say when I go to this part, we're going to let loose. This is where we're going to have our fancy dinner or whatever it is. So that way you have something specific to look for that you know you wanted to do. And 8, save up well in advance. So you can't be that person, well, I got $1. Like, you didn't save up well in advance. Sound like you can't go.
Everybody going out to eat.
We'll send you pictures.
At Chez Laurent. And you got to go to McDonald's.
We'll Facebook Live you so you can feel like you're there.
You're like, man, I'm going to sit you right down next to me. Ooh, man, you should taste this escargot.
Because you ain't got none.
Oui. For sure.
We're going to look up that Airbnb
it's
in
all
trouble.
Good. We are. We're going to look it up. We're going to talk about it on the next show. We want to thank y'all for checking us out on this one, though. And if you do have a business that you'd like to sponsor and like us to shout out.
Yes. Shout out.
Hit us on the DM. Let us know.
Yes.
We got sponsor spots. We can put your cups right here like this. We got spots right here on the mics.
Yeah.
We can put you down below the video down here somewhere.
Yep.
And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
So you'll know when we come out. Because we came out early this week in honor of, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And if you're subscribed, you'll know when we change our broadcast schedule. Because, we have lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're looking for guest hosts too. So if you want to call in or chat in with us, we'll get you on live and we'll have some fun with it. So
Yeah.
thank y'all for coming.
RGZ.
That's right.
Why you ain't called?
Put you on
What?
blast.
You can't call nobody.
Right. Philly Phil, where you at? Black owned business, baby.
Phil.
That's right.
Where is Phil? How is Phil? Phil, how you doing?
Busted.
It's been 12 years.
It's been a long time. We out.
See ya. Bye.